Minimalists.
How is your message similar to or different from Marie Kondo and looking for the joy and beauty in the things you own?
So let's talk about this. I don't think we're appreciably different from Marie Kondo, although I think the big difference here is how people interpret the messages.
Yes.
And so people often hear about Marie Kondo and they think, oh, it's just about decluttering my closet. I don't think she would say that, but I think a lot of people see, and now I get, she's selling a bunch of things at the Container Store or whatever, and while I personally dislike that, I think the Container Store is part of the problem. It allows us to hide all the clutter in very neat-looking bins, and it doesn't allow us to address the problem. But if we set that aside, Marie Kondo does understand getting to the why behind simplifying, right? But people see it, and they're like, oh, I see how to fold my shirts better, and that's going to fix my life.
Yeah.
Well, if you think folding your shirts better is going to fix everything for you, then you've set yourself up with an unfortunate expectation. And you're going to fold all the shirts repeatedly. It's going to be perfect, but it's not going to change anything in your life. It's going to make things a little bit tidier, a little bit more organized. But organizing is actually the problem. Organizing our stuff is just taking a bunch of things that are making us miserable. They're covering up our happiness, our joy, our genius, and they are getting us to a place where, okay, I can hide this for a while, but it still covers up all of the things that make life beautiful. Of course, the easiest way to organize your home or your stuff is to get rid of most of it. Get rid of those things that aren't serving a purpose. Don't put them in a Container Store container. That's punting the problem to next year.
Just covering it up.
Yeah.
Erwin, so you know Marie Kondo.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
I don't.
Interesting. The life-changing magic of tidying. I don't know. That's not the name of the book, but it's something like that.
That's exactly it.
Oh, the life-changing magic of tidying up?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, then never mind. I was going to see what he saw the differences were, but if he doesn't know who she is... I
just think it's interesting that someone would ask you what's the difference almost like it feels like, why do you exist if she exists?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going, why does Coldplay exist when U2 exists? Why, why did the Rolling Stones exist when the Beatles existed? If something is of value, you want more expressions of it, not less.
Right.
Yeah.
So my question was, why not? Like, why does there have to be? There's going to be differences, right?
Sure.
Because to me, the difference with you is that it's your story, it's your journey. You're really not philosophers of minimalism. You are practitioners of minimalism.
Sure.
And you're taking people into the story of your life and then how it's changed you, and then you're helping other people have their own story.
Right.
And so I'm like perfect. I'm a perfect example. I haven't been touched by her, but I have been touched by you. And I'm sure there are people that have been touched by her that maybe have not yet even heard about you guys as the minimalists. And when something matters, there should be multiple frequencies and multiple narratives getting the message out.
Yeah, I love that. So the end result is, maybe it's the same, but yeah, it's a different narrative. It's a different path to that result.
And the question is, what resonates with you, right?
Yeah.
Ryan and I often talk about the why. How might your life be better with less? Sounds like a how-to question, but it's a why question disguised as a how-to question. So when we ask that question, it's really about understanding why or the benefits of simplifying. Because if you're just folding the shirts, you're just cleaning out the walk-in closet, but you don't know why you're doing that. You're just going to the Container Store and organizing. Yes, you will feel a weight lifted, but you won't experience lasting contentment by simply tidying up. You have to understand why you're doing it. What are those benefits for you? Maybe they're financial. Maybe they're spiritual. Maybe they allow you to improve your career or your creativity. Maybe they just give you a house that is calmer for you, and that brings out the best version of you. Maybe it's more peace and tranquility. Maybe it's happiness. What are the benefits of simplifying for you? And then, of course, the how-to side of things, that tends to take care of itself.
Well, you talked earlier about that recipe for Michael Jordan. Like, could you imagine if, I actually did look at the recipe that Michael Jordan used, and my expectation was I'm going to become how disappointed. I would probably be depressed.
Yes.
If I followed all that, because now I'm not special. I'm not, whatever it is. Like, I'm going to feel inadequate. And it's the same thing with the life-changing magic of tidying up. If you follow Marie Kondo's exact recipe, yeah, you may have a less cluttered home. You might be a little bit more organized, but you're not going to be Marie Kondo. If you follow Josh and I's recipe, you're not going to be Josh and I. But what's really cool about Marie Kondo and us, there are different recipes, there are different paths. Even between Josh and I, there are different recipes. And you get to pick and choose your own ingredients and make your own delicious minimalism recipe.
Did you enjoy this video? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalists private podcast available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists today. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.